All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So excited about tonight's call. So first off, my name is Kate Getchell. I live in Maine and I have been with Plexus for 4 years and it's changed my life. I can't say nothing but good things about it. Um, One, it's helped me with my health, and I don't have daily headaches or acid reflux, or I don't take any medications anymore. It's transformed my life with that regard, but also it's helped me not have with my, because I share Plexus with my friends. I've been able to not come out of pocket for the products and then some, and earn some really great trips and the community is amazing, and I have met so many great people along the way. And one of them happens to be Adam tonight, who is my testimony. Adam and I met, let's see, I want to say it's a couple, maybe 2 years now. We met at an event in Maine, and one of the local diamonds, set it up, and we met there. And he shared his testimony, and I was blown away. And so since then, we've become friends on Facebook, and we've seen each other at another event. And so he's a good friend, and I'm excited to have him share his testimony tonight. His name is Adam. So I don't know, Adam, if you're ready, but we'd love to hear your story.
Sure. Um, I don't know if you guys can see me okay. I'm keep the lights down in my place. So my name's Adam Perot. I started using Plexus products in July of 24. Yeah, that would be about right. July 24. So it was the convention that had the new launch for Restore. Um, and I was encouraged to try it. And they had this thing called the Restore Detox, which is your bio cleanse, ease, and of course Restore. So I ordered it. Before I started taking it, so to give you a background, I'm a type 2 diabetic. I had been on Ozempic for 2.5 years. I'd been on insulin, metformin, everything that you could possibly imagine for diabetes. I weighed just shy of 260 pounds. Um, and of course, my lifestyle reflected how I looked. It was very cut and dry. Like I was who I was because of what I did. Um, so I said that I would give it a try. Of course, as everybody knows, it's really simple. You just take some pills at night, take the drink at night, and watch the magic work. Um, when I first started it, another diamond, Abby Wallach, had reached out to me um, about eating habits. And of course, everybody always says you have to drink water, drink water, drink water, because your body has to be able to flush everything. So for me, my choice of drink was always soda, diet soda, of course. I never drank water. I never ate breakfast. Everything that I did was way off. So I went through a little course of how to eat and how to look at what I was eating, what types of foods to eat, where to eat them, like in the order on my plate, because that's beneficial. And at so basically, like when I first started, I would take two BioCleanse and two Wheeze at night, and I would wash it down with a glass of Restore. At the time, I didn't know that you could say use hot water and some lemon to make it taste better, but I would chug it down and um I'd make it work. It took about 2 weeks to probably start to get used to the taste of it. Something that your customers will probably say is they can't handle the taste. And if they can't, then I would recommend like tea warm water and a half of a lemon squeezed into it, and it changes the flavor of everything. Or as I've just recently learned, you can mix it with Slim, and that'll alter the flavor as well. Um, so I started this routine every night I was doing this. I was drinking my body weight in ounces of water every day. Um, and then something else that I also started doing was after my meals, so after my breakfast and after my dinner, I would walk for a half hour. And it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't a power work. It was getting out and moving. Um, I think probably for 2 weeks I didn't really notice much of a difference, but I said I was going to stick with it for 2 months. At the end of the 2 months, I had lost just over 40 pounds. Um, I lost probably a grand total of just over 55, and that took probably about 4 months total. So I started
Wow.
in July, so July, August, September, October. By November, I had capped out at my weight loss and I was down to just about 200 pounds. Um, I continued to take my products and I started to sell the products in September. Um, Within 5 weeks, I was already gold status. Within 5 weeks, I had signed up over 20 people. So I got to go to gold school. I did the leaders retreat last year, which was the cruise. Um, and not just the cruise had, I continued to sell because by the time I hit November, I was so overwhelmed with how many customers I had. So keeping track of your customers became really hard for me. A lot of life changes. So flipping forward, I was able to keep the weight off. Everything was great. And then in April of this year, I moved. Um, I moved into a place by myself, uh, became very depressed, and I stopped taking my products. Probably by July, I reverted from the water back to the soda. I wasn't moving as much. I wasn't active as I had been. And like you tell your customers, and it's something that I know, like I'm not a stupid person. If you revert back to the old habits that you have, of course, you're going to turn back into what you used to be. So since probably about last May or June, I've put about 25 pounds back on. On my counter is the reset. So I've started to do the reset and I got my products back out on my counter and I've started to get back into the routines of how I used to be when I first started. Um, with all the changes, like my knees have been shot. Military for 21 years. With the ease, I had absolutely zero knee pain anymore. I could keep up. I have a 15-year-old and a soon to be 11-year-old. I can keep up with them. I can do everything that they do. Even now, being off the products, I still feel physically as good as I did when I was on them. Because I think the product themselves, especially the ease, really restored the damage that I had inside of my body. Um, I had unlimited energy. Like the energy was like nonstop. As a matter of fact, I had issues sleeping at night because I had so much energy. Um, so for me and for you guys, the Restore Detox is like I will swear by it my entire life. I mean, I'm living proof as to what it can do. But you have to be willing. And another thing, like I said, I didn't eat breakfast. So part of this journey was eating a high protein breakfast in the morning. And that was tough for me because I never wake up hungry. But I forced myself to get my body used to eating that first thing in the morning. And that really fueled my body so that I didn't need any food or less food throughout the day. And I would make that healthier choice because I really wasn't hungry to begin with. So for me, it was eating the breakfast, drinking the water, and taking my supplements. And religiously, people would say, should I take it at night? Should I take it in the morning? I can tell you all I did was at night. And it was just two, and a glass of Restore. And within a couple of weeks, the differences were just hands down crazy.
Wow. That's amazing. I'm so glad that you shared that you had stopped the products and you noticed that change.
Yeah,
Because that happens so often with people.
I mean, I'll definitely be absolutely honest about anything. And honestly, it was the depression that really set me back. And once you
Yeah.
stop and you get yourself into that rut, it's really hard to pull yourself back up out of it.
Well, I'm so glad that you pulled yourself back
And
out.
and of course, being in Maine with you,
Hmm.
this isn't really the weather to be outside doing fun activities.
No, it's cold. It's been very
So
cold. So, yeah.
yeah, so that's how it all went down. I did stop selling the products. I actually canceled my account about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, but it's for the sole purpose of I want to realign under somebody different. The person that
Yeah,
was the person that was above me, I need better support. So I'm going to move to somebody different to where I can be supported by leadership the way that I need to be.
right.
So I think probably May or June I can come back and start selling again.
Well, excellent. Um, so that's awesome. So I want to open up anyone to ask any questions to for Adam at all. So if anyone wants to unmute or type in the chat, whatever you want to do, ask Adam a question about his journey.
I have a question. Adam, did that impact your A1C at all, being a
It
diabetic?
did. I'm sorry, I didn't even cover that. I'm so glad you asked.
Mhm.
So I stopped using Ozempic. I stopped with my insulin. I did keep taking the metformin, only for the simple fact that as a diabetic, you have your A1C, which is like a 3 month glance of what your blood sugars have looked like. I think you have to be into six for it to be like a pre diabetic range. My A1C got down to six, but my blood glucose, which measures my instant, like my everyday, was actually below the diabetic range. So
Wow.
So had I been able to get my A1C down to 5.5 or so, I would have been able to stop the metformin as well. And of
Wow.
course, over the past couple months, I've had to restart the insulin, and I'm still on the metformin. But it's self, like I destroyed myself. I did it to myself. And when I sold, and I had a lot of people that were in my same boat with the diabetic, I really explained the importance of how you need to eat, what you need to eat, the order you need to eat it in. You know, if you're gonna have a starch, carbohydrate, cook it the day before, put it in the fridge, and then reheat it because that cuts the carbohydrate value, I think, by like 40 or 60%.
I didn't know that. Wow.
So the
Okay.
sugars, like in your potatoes and your rice, because a lot of people will, oh, eat brown rice. No, you can have white rice, just cook it a day before and then eat it a couple days later, just reheat it. Um,
Oh,
so it's a lot of learning. Like you have to do a lot of self-learning as well. Um, but I was definitely able to come off all my medications. And when you post, you have to be real careful about what you say and how you say it. Um, but yeah, I mean,
okay.
like, it was really life changing.
That's awesome. Does anyone else have any questions for Adam while we have him here? We've shared his pictures. I know our team has shared his pictures a lot, and his testimony. So it's pretty special to have him here tonight.
Yeah, so I see somebody wrote 40 pounds that quickly. Y- y- I
Mhm.
I wasn't trying, like I didn't do anything special to lose the weight, but my body and my metabolism really just needed that adjustment. And then it did its own thing. Like every day I would wake up and there'd be more pounds gone and more pounds gone and more pounds gone. And I wasn't doing anything. I mean, even while I was doing this, I would go and have an ice cream in the summertime. And people would be like, I don't understand how that weight's just like melting off you.
That's
But I
awesome.
but I just followed the same routine every single day.
Very cool. So I guess I will thank you so much, Adam, for sharing. I'm going to dabble in a little bit of what you used because the system that he used is called a detox support system, and it needs this is amazing. Obviously, it's what it's done for Adam. But first, I wanted to talk about um, why is detoxification important? Um, so whether you have weight to lose or you want more energy, um, overall health and wellness, we're exposed to toxins every single day. So like the air we breathe, the food we eat, even the water we drink, even our like personal skin products, they all have some toxins in them. So even if you are very mindful and careful, toxin exposure still happens. It's nearly impossible to avoid completely in today's world. So what happens when toxins build up? The liver becomes overworked, digestion slows down, elimination slows down, so constipated, bloating, sluggish gut. Um, Inflammation increases.
Can I say
Uh,
one more
yeah,
thing? Now that you
sure.
so before I started, I also had a non-alcoholic fatty liver, and
Oh,
I had lived in Germany, and German doctors like to do ultrasounds of the liver to see how much fat's built up on them. And mine you could never see because it would just glow white.
oh my
And
gosh.
after I lost all of this weight, they could see my complete liver because all the fat had melted away from the restore.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that was another factor, was that the liver and the pancreas were so damaged that it couldn't process what it needed in order for me to lose the weight. And as the fat came off the liver, then my body was naturally able to process everything exactly the way that it was supposed to. So thanks for bringing that up because I had completely
Yeah.
forgotten.
No, I love that. Thanks for stopping and sharing that. Um, so let's see. So inflammation increases. Where was I? Hold on. So
I'm sorry.
what happens when toxins build up? No, you're good. So inflammation increases, hormones can be in imbalance, energy levels can drop. Weight loss becomes harder even when you're doing all the right things. Um, I say that quite a bit. I'm doing all the right things. So I'm definitely thinking that I need to really focus on this myself. So what happens when toxins are reduced? Nutrients are absorbed more efficiently or effectively. Your body can actually use the vitamins and minerals you're eating. So gut function improves and better digestion, less bloating and discomfort, more regular elimination. Um, the liver can focus on what matters most, supporting your metabolism, proper hormone processing, and blood sugar regulation. That's a huge one, especially for weight loss. So the body begins to feel lighter and clearer and more energized. Um, Many people notice increased improved energy throughout the day and better mental clarity, easier progress towards weight and health goals. So I have an analogy to explain these three. So we have restore, we have bile cleanse, and ease. And I want you to think of your body like a house that's been lived in for years. Over time, you get dust and clutter and junk built up. Even if you're generally tidy, you don't notice it at first, but eventually things stop working as smoothly. So now imagine doing a proper reset and not just spraying an air freshener. That's what the Plexus detox support system does. So, BioCleanse. This is my favorite. Oh my gosh, I love BioCleanse. So think of this as like you're taking out the trash. Um, the key ingredients are magnesium and citrus bioflavonoids. They support regular, gentle elimination, helps move waste and toxins out of your body, supports digestive comfort, and reduces bloating. That's a big one. The bloating it really helped me with. Um, Keeps detox pathways open. So detox doesn't work if waste isn't leaving. Next we have another favorite. I love ease. My husband does too. So ease is think of calming the chaos in your house. So ease is like putting out small fires and soothing irritated systems while the cleanup is happening. So it supports inflammation response, joint comfort, and digestive ease. So your body isn't stressed during the detox. Key ingredients are New Zealand green-lipped mussels and turmeric, bromelain, and serapeptase. No one wants to clean a house while the alarm is blaring and smoke is everywhere. So ease is calming the body, and a calm body detox is better. And then we have Restore. Restore, I want you to think of this as like the deep clean and repair crew. It helps support your gut lining, nutrient absorption, and overall balance so your body can actually function better after the cleanup. Otherwise, you're just cleaning the same mess over and over. So key ingredients are spinach and spirulina, which help neutralize toxins and support liver health. Hibiscus is an antioxidant rich and supports metabolism. Aloe vera, that soothes your digestion and supports gut health. And also ginger and peppermint, and it helps calm the stomach and make detox gentle. I always have a hard time saying this one, but yeast hydrolysate, I think is how you say it. That helps manage cravings. So this is awesome for like your GLP-1 support. And magnolia bark, which helps support stress response. Berberine is another ingredient in here that is all over social media right now. And this helps your healthy metabolism. So this is quite the powerhouse of ingredients, and it supports your gut health, and it helps your nutrient absorption, supports just a long-term gut balance. So repairing the gut helps prevent the cycle from repeating. So why these all work together is the big picture. So you wouldn't take the trash. You wouldn't take out the trash before, but never clean, and you clean without calming the chaos. Repair without removing the junk. So that's why these three things work together. And I have, let's see, I'm moving because I have notes. I was really nervous about this, by the way. I am not a public speaker, and Plexus has gotten me out of that box. I used to be like, hand me a microphone and I can sing all day, but just to talk in front of people, I was like, my knees have been knocking. So put a 1 in the chat if you can relate. So anyways, overall, this is not about a quick fix. It's about creating a cleaner, calmer environment so your body can do what it's designed to. So BioCleanse cleans and clears, and ease calms, and restore repairs. So that's my little spiel on the gut, our detox support system that Adam used. And thank you so much, Adam, for sharing your testimony. And I think we might be over the time, so I'm sorry, Whitney, but I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, don't apologize. Every second of that was so valuable. I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much. I love that analogy, Cate. That was so good. And I'm going to argue with you about not being a public speaker. Anyone else? Because you are fantastic. And Adam, that was absolutely, wow, jaw-dropping. I cannot wait to send this replay to several people I'm thinking of. So I hope you don't mind, right? If we share the replay?
No,
okay.
And anything you want. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Adam.
And I love your vulnerability and your authenticity because, like I said, I think we can all relate to like self-sabotage sometimes. And that's how I think it even emphasizes even more how powerful these products are when we have big success and then, you know, life happens and we get off track and all of a sudden all the stuff piles right back up. It's like, hello, you know?
Yeah, for me, when I was selling, it was if you're not open and honest about everything, you know,
I love it.
you're not going to attract the person to buy it. And I always took a different approach because I would always FaceTime with somebody if they were wanting to buy, because it's better to have like a face to face.
Oh yeah.
So I had a different take to it. I did it a different way, but I mean, I excelled very quickly. But this time when I come back, I think in May I can come back. I'll be expanding down instead of across because I don't want to try to manage 20 people.
Oh, no kidding.
I would rather other people manage 20 people.
Yes.
So I have a different approach and we'll see how it goes.
Well, we'll be cheering you on. I hope you
Absolutely.
know we'll be absolutely cheering you on. I can't wait to see what you do. So that's exciting. Okay. So I've got just a few minutes left. You guys, we do like to take a few minutes at the end to do some type of business tip or training. And so I want to bring to your attention, there's actually some really fabulous new things that I don't know if you maybe not be aware of on our Plexus Go app. And so I just want to show you what's here. Let me screen share. And like I said, I'm doing this from my phone because I cannot do it from my computer. So I apologize if it doesn't look fantastic, but let's try this. Okay. Let me get to the Plexus Go app. I had it up. Where did it go? Oh, hello. Okay. So can you guys see this okay? Cate, are you able to see it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, so here's what it looks like when you're logged into your Plexus Go app, which is free in the App Store. Whether you have an Android, whether you have an Apple, go get this because they have some fantastic things and resources here. So this is what it looks like, the homepage. And what I am going to have you do is I'm going to click on the Learn. See the Learn section in the bottom left. I clicked on that. And then right here are some great things that you can access, and it's not loading all the way. I guess the Zoom is making it not as effective, but I clicked on Training Hub because I want you to see the Training Hub. We have a full training calendar from corporate that has some fantastic things, which hopefully you guys are already aware of. But the one that I want to point out is kind of fairly new. Just in the past few weeks, there is and I'm going to show you this. Just for example, every Tuesday, and I clicked on last Tuesday, there's a welcome new VIP orientation. This is a 15-minute call that is absolutely amazing for everyone who is starting their Plexus journey. I want like everyone to listen in on this because it is so valuable. We do, as a team, we do a new VIP celebration. And so this is going to be an additional bonus and one that we're actually talking about implementing, where we will send them the link to watch this first and then join us on the next new VIP celebration. And then they will get a $10 Amazon gift card for doing so, like sharing their takeaways from this new VIP orientation that corporate does. It is so fantastic. So I'm actually not able to be on the call next week. So what I want to do is for the business training portion next week, I'm going to invite all of you to go listen in on one of those new VIP trainings. So if you register for it, you can actually watch the last one as a replay, or you can watch the upcoming one, which happens every Tuesday. I can't remember exactly what time, but you can watch it just whenever it's convenient, and it is so fantastic. Okay, so it uploaded here. So we're back in the training hub, and I want you to notice another thing I'm going to point out to you is I'm going to scroll all the way down here to the bottom, and there's another resource that I'm going to encourage you to look at. It is called the Getting Started Guide. Now, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to move our camera out so you can see this. let's get started. It's a 19-page flip book with videos attached that step by step share the benefits of sharing Plexus and step by step how to do so in a really like authentic, genuine, non-salesy way. This is so, so good. So this is another resource that I want you to be aware of that I hope you're going to be sharing with your new VIPs in the future. I'm actually in the process of redoing my new VIP onboarding, and this is going to be a part of that. I will just add the link for this, make sure they get the Plexus Go app, and so they can go through this at their own convenience. It's really inspiring and really user-friendly. I absolutely love it. So you see that, it's there. They even have, they can receive 6 days of text packed with daily tasks that will help them share with more people and earn more Plexus products if they text share to 753-987. So that's something that we also want to encourage them to take advantage of. This just makes like onboarding a new ambassador, someone who's open to sharing Plexus. This just is such a beautiful tool. I love how corporate is providing this. So for next week, for the business training, I'm going to invite all of you, watch that new VIP orientation, and then flip through this getting started guide. And then if you share during the meeting, during the business training portion, if you share just your favorite takeaway from that new VIP orientation, or how you're going to implement this with the people that you share Plexus with, or maybe you haven't even started sharing Plexus, but this, like what you loved about it, please share that during the training portion next week, and I will do a $10 Amazon gift card to anyone that watches and shares their takeaways during that time, even just like 1 minute, okay? Because we will want to give multiple people a chance to share. So that is that's that. We've got resources, they're great, and so take advantage of them. And this was an amazing call. Thank you. We've gone 3 minutes over. So we are done. Have a great night. Thanks again, Cate. Thanks again, Adam. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Good night,
Night,
everyone.
everyone.